Yo, what is up guys? It is CRPHD back with another video, and today I just kind of wanted to make a video over an experience that I had that I kind of feel like a lot of other people out in the world have been having, especially in this point in time, and that is basically to decide or making a decision or coming to a decision on which iPad Pro you should buy. There's the iPad Pro 3rd generation as well as the iPad Pro 4th generation, and to be honest, there's not that much that's different from one another. So me personally, I've owned the iPad for about the last 3 or 4 years or so, and I bought it around my freshman year of high school. I'll be a senior next year, but it has served me well. So I ended up buying the iPad Pro 9.7 inch, and I did it to invest in myself because I wanted to start a YouTube channel at the time, which y'all are seeing now. I wanted to film with this iPad, I wanted to edit with this iPad, upload, and as well just just to use for content consumption because it's an iPad. Like, what else do you buy it for? But I wanted to pretty much do all these things on this iPad. I found one at a good price, so I pulled the trigger. Now, of course, over time, newer models of the product get released, but this was a good time to switch, and it was also one of the biggest points in time where I was really struggling to actually get my videos out because I edit on my iPad till this very day, but it was very hard editing videos only having 32 gigabytes of storage on an iPad whenever I have just all these different apps that I use to make these videos and edit and importing all the files. Like, it was too much of a struggle. It wasn't moving as fast as I would like it to. So ultimately, with my things that I do, I really needed to upgrade. And that leads me to where I am today, helping you guys make this buying decision like I did for myself. So what I ended up doing was I picked up the 3rd generation 12.9 inch Wi-Fi plus cellular model iPad Pro. This iPad Pro can run you about, I would say, close to $1,000 or maybe a little more, just maybe a little bit more than $1,000. But if you are thinking about getting the 4th generation 12.9 inch iPad Pro, that'll ease, especially the cellular model, that'll run you pretty close or over $1,000. And if you're getting the 11 inch, I think that starts at $799, so $800 or so. But definitely, you're gonna have to pay a little bit of extra money just because it is the newer model and it's Apple. Like I said earlier on in the video, there's not that much of a difference. Me personally, like I said, I got the 3rd generation. I just couldn't really justify paying the extra money for like incremental updates. Like, they added a new camera to the iPad, a new camera system. You get the regular shooter and then like an ultra wide camera. I couldn't justify paying extra money for that, mainly just because I don't take pictures on my iPad that often to feel like I should pay or like that it would be a worthy investment. And then the second thing was they barely upgraded the internals. You're not really going to be able to tell a difference in just normal day-to-day use playing games, things like that. So we're at 2 things right now, the camera and the internals. That's pretty much all I got out of it. Like, they didn't upgrade the display. It looks exactly the same. Face ID is the same. It's just slightly faster and better cameras. Oh, and then of course, they included a LiDAR scanner in the new iPad. How often do you use augmented reality games or apps? Not that often, right? Didn't think so. Do you really feel like paying the extra money for something that you're probably not going to use? I don't need a LiDAR scanner. I don't need an ultra wide lens on an iPad. I don't need that. And then I most definitely do not need a very incremental performance boost to the iPad that's already powerful than some computers. I think one of the iPad Pros is maybe powerful than one of the MacBooks. Don't quote me on that, but these things are powerful enough as it is. I'm saving the money on this one. I'm not going to pull the trigger and go big and spend all this extra money on features that I'm not going to use whenever it's pretty much essentially in a nutshell, the same thing. As far as if you're trying to decide whether you want to get the Wi-Fi or the Wi-Fi plus cellular, my 2 cents on this, yet again, this is just my personal opinion, I would go ahead and get the cellular model plus the Wi-Fi, or the Wi-Fi plus the cellular. It just makes things a lot more flexible, and that's pretty much it. There's not really much else to it. I know people have made the argument that you can just go ahead and tether from your phone, but I don't know. I like having options. As an iPad, this thing is great. For just normal content consumption, watching YouTube videos, playing games, this is the best iPad ever. As far as when an iPad is trying to replace your computer, your laptop, things like that, it's missing one thing. I know what it is. I've talked about it personally on my channel in previous videos. It's not very hard to guess which video it was, but all I'm gonna say is I've talked about it. If you don't know what it is, take a guess down in the comments below, and just wait for that video to come very soon. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned, because the next video is right around the corner. Peace. All right, it's on. It's on. We got it. We got it. Man.